What is going on, everybody? Little mic check, mic check. Can I read this stuff from here? Of course, barely, as usual. I moved the monitor, but it's still hard to read. Hey, Gary. I'm just going to move this monitor, see if it's give me a better view here. So I don't go insane. That's like right beside me. I still don't like that I have to turn for it, but that's okay. Good afternoon, people. Hope everybody's having a lovely Friday. Today I am continuing the book build from the last couple weeks. We're just going to punch some holes in pages and stitch said pages into the book. Pretty straightforward, nothing crazy. And then depending on how long that takes, we will see what we get up to next. Well, that's a cool little horse emoji. Nice. Like that, a frame. Very cool. So, move my water. What do we got? Ooh, picture in picture. Shift this whole table. So yeah, the last couple weeks we made this cover. We glued this stuff on the inside. Now we're ready to put some pages in it. Pretty straightforward. How's my audio? I think my audio's good. Test, test, test. Yeah, it looks good. I think it's good. And I've got these pages right here, which are pretty cool. Hey, Linda. Hey, Amanda. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're from. So these pages are pretty cool. Hopefully my moisturizer on my terrible, awful hands doesn't rub off on it too much. We're going to put all of these pages into that book, which in theory should be a pretty good amount, I guess. 50 sheets, folded, means 200 pieces of paper to write on. If you know, because we're folding it in half, so that creates 4 sheets from one instead of 2 from one, I guess. 4 sheets from 2. Let's not cheat the numbers. Well, this is really cool because it's got that parchment look. Now, I don't know if you guys saw my my book build, the Quest Haven book, but in that I tea stained a bunch of pages and then laid them out to dry, and it turned out really cool. They were all a little crinkly, just crinkly enough, and then I put them in a press, and so these are very, very nice and perfect, which is only kind of annoying. I have never actually made any of these pages all crinkly, but I'm not going to do that today because that's just going to be a pain in the ass. We'll be sitting around waiting forever. Hey, Sharon. Savoyland. Savoya? Savoyland. Yeah, I think I got that. Rastafari. Angel. Man. Light pink pumpkin fireball. Damn. Lots of people jumping in. Cool. All right, so pretty straightforward. This is my template. It's actually even a little off, I think. The holes are just a tiny bit off. This is just an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper with the little holes in it that I'm going to mark up on these pages, punch them all at once, and then use some thread to stitch them all together. Not very complicated. I don't want to try and go through all these pages at once, so I'm going to take a few of them. There's 50 pages. We have 5 signatures, so we are going to make signatures of 10. So we're going to take 10 pages, punch the holes, fold them. 10 pages, punch the holes, fold them until we've got all of those sheets. Then we're gonna stitch them all together. It'll be amazing. Mwah, it'll be amazing. Hey Farrell, how you doing? Good evening to you. So what do we got? 1, 2. I'm really hoping my hands don't get all over this. 1, 2. Oh, and another thing, I think I have gout, which is really great, by the way. If you've never had gout, avoid it. Not a thing I would recommend at all. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we can tuck these off to the side. I do need one more camera for this. I've said that before, but you can only do so much. Do I want to punch right through this or just mark it? I think I'm just going to mark it. Ow, my foot! Barely even did anything with it. Whew. Okay, just lifting my foot hurts my foot. It's so silly. Okay, we've got our little thing. We're gonna mark while trying not to make sure everything's lined up. Not too much of a mark, just tiny. Something very tiny. There. Make sure your pages are all not in some weird angle. Oh, I got everything out except for my little maul. Ow, fuck. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Oh. We can all laugh at my misfortune. Is this too loud? I guess you guys can turn your volumes down. I wonder if there's something you can use with OBS to reduce max peaks on audio. That's a good idea. Hopefully I got through all of them. Yes, I did. Now we're just folding them in half. Super technical. You could fold them each individually if you wanted to go crazy. And you could also use some kind of little burnishing tool, maybe. What do I got here? Just a little something. Hopefully nothing rubs off on it. Just to fold the pages a little better. There. There's one of our signatures. Pretty straightforward. Boom. On to the next one. Exciting times. Check the chat. I'm just building a book, Crisis. Though I do want to build the Necronomicon because that would be really cool. Yeah. Sorry for the thumbnail. In fact, that's the first time my thumbnail has been kind of tied in with my live stream and what I'm doing. I was like, oh, what's the movie? I just do movies I like for my thumbnails, so I was like, oh, what's a movie with a book that I like? Army of Darkness. But using wet forming to make a Necronomicon would be really cool. 2, 3, 4. My counting has gone to nothing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome to see all the chatter. Welcome to the stream, everybody. And it should be relatively quiet here at the studio today because it's a holiday. It's Canada Day. So, in theory. Back to the holes. I guess I could use just a little smaller of a punch, but I broke my really tiny one. So this is an incredibly simple pattern that I do sell on my website, if that's something that interests you. But it is very simple, and I have no problem explaining how things are done. Come on, goat foot. Check your holes. Fold in half. Anybody up to anything exciting this weekend? Well, I guess in the States it's going to be crazy. Canada, it'll be fairly crazy today, I guess. I don't know if it'll be as crazy as the States probably is all weekend. I don't know. Two. Now we've got two. We could even have more pages than this, but this is all the pages I have. So there we go. The excitement of watching me count pages. Sewing for Penzik, of course. Amanda's sewing for Penzik. I'm not surprised. Barbecue. Yeah. Nice. Did I just smudge that? Whatever. Whatever. I can't believe I'm going to actually make something that's just not something I usually... Like, I've made a bunch of books, but it's not like I make them regularly and sell them. I do YouTube. I'm a YouTuber, so this is just a rare occurrence where I'm just making something to make it without filming a tutorial video on it. Sorry if it's super loud. I am still trying to figure out my audio. There we go again. All the holes are in it. Fold at the at the center, but you know, obviously your holes should be where the center is. So. Hey, Papa Bear, how you doing? Glad to have you on here. There. Three signatures. Mwah-ha-ha. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more pages. We gotta do this one more time after this, and then we're on to sewing the pages into the book. I'm getting some kind of beep in my ear. I don't know what it's from. How long did it take for you to get so skilled? I've been doing leathercraft in some way since Consistently, maybe 2005? I could be wrong. But a lot of these skills, like this book, like lots of you guys could do this book. It's not that complicated. Other than like just getting the right hammer strokes for when you're doing leather carving. You know, figuring out your timing. Look at all the fireworks. What's going on there? That's cool. Painting a bathroom and then watching the paint dry. I'll be planning some bookbinding for Sunday now that I have been reminded how much I love making books. That's awesome, Sharon. Bookbinding is great. This is super simple, this one, but I did my, I don't know if you know about my other book that I did, which is kind of a proper-ish? Proper, it was a proper book. And that was crazy. So much involved in that stuff. Just nuts. Just nuts. Where did I throw my burnisher to? Am I crazy? There it is. And I fixed my picture-in-picture this time. Oh yeah? Huh. Interesting. Hot iron the fold. Oh, geez. Gout. That's my gout. I'm sure it's gout. Entertainment at its finest. Magnus. Gout-ridden. Doing our last set of signatures, and then we get to work them through. What the hell is that beep? I'm hearing the beep. You guys probably don't hear anything. Just a reminder that if you are interested, this channel has memberships, and you get cool little emojis and my never-ending thanks. And so far, we've been doing pretty good with memberships. I think we had 4 last week. So that's our bar. It's our bar for memberships for a stream. 4. We did, like we got 2. No, we got 1 the first time, and then 2, then 3, then 4. Big things happening. This should go pretty quick. Then I'll probably work on a gorget, probably. I have to get it done, so. Sorry about how loud are these hole punches? Just so I know. Curious. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button for me. It's not that loud? Okay, good. I'm overthinking it. All right. We've got our... So they're getting stitched in. Boom, done, right? All right, how am I gonna set this up for best practices viewing? Fingers. Little needles. I just need 1 needle. Where's my smaller, but still not too small? This one looks like a good one. Don't need that anymore. scissors. Oh, go. So, 1, 2. Is that excessive? I don't know. I can't remember how much I used. That's probably way too much. Doesn't matter. So, we're going to start from the back side of this book. Now, nobody showed me how to do this. This is just how I do it. So don't take it as if this is the gospel or anything. I start at the back of the book because I tie off my stitches at the end. So I want to start at the back so the stitches are mostly hidden until somebody gets to the very end of the book. So I go all the way through and then come all the way back and tie it off. And that's on like each section. So we'll go all the way through and we will, yeah, I can switch the screen. We're going to go all the way through the bottom and we're going to stitch every single signature's bottom part. And we're going to go all the way back and tie it. And we're going to move up, and we're going to go all the way through and tie it, all the way through and tie it. Easy. Fireworks, what is with your... Fireworks is like... I don't even know if Fireworks is a real person. I'm so confused. What have we got here? Way too much thread. There we go. This is so much thread. I'm just going to cut a bunch of it. Silly. Silly. Good evening, Aardvark. Or Aardvarks, I should say. This is some lightly waxed thread. And my lightly sweaty, moist fingers. So, it's been a while since I've done this, so let's remember. Let's remember together. I want to start outside here because I'm going to come all the way back through. Can I just, yeah, let's do this, a little of this action. Is that going to be really annoying? I'm going to try and zoom in even more. No, I'm not going to screw around too much. I don't want to get silly. There are holes here. You can see the holes. I'm going to go down through one of them. I'm going to choose this one. And that's going to create my tie-off end part. Have I got this? Yeah, it's the right way around. So this is going to be tied off when I'm done with it. And then I'm going to go up. Failing a little bit. Fireworks. All right. Then we are going through here. All right. Is that even in focus? I don't even know. Boom. And then back through. And after we go back through, we are going to go back down through that original hole. Right here. When we pull this, we don't want to go reefing on it like crazy because we don't want it to rip the pages, obviously. We just want to snug them in. Don't go too nuts. Alright, so we've got one in there. And then we're going to branch over to this hole. But this time when we go through, we're ready right away for pages. Make sure that this isn't a weird pattern on for me here. is a little weird. Yeah, whatever. There we go. And then we're going straight through, obviously through the hole right below the other one. Come on, there we go. Snugging it without pulling everything out, hopefully. Then when we turn this over, we've got some options, but my option is going to be, like, you can do different weaves on this for sure, but I'm just going to keep going across and then down across, and when I get to the end, I'm going to cross back the other way and come back. So we're just going to do right through here. And you can always tighten these up a little bit after you, like if you go all the way to one end, check your stitches, see if they're all loosey-goosey. If they are, take a little stylus. Oh God, I like this one. It's not going to focus very well, but it's just a little stylus, and you can hook into the stitches and just give them little tugs to tighten it up. Not a big deal. Really straightforward. Are these poles all lined up, or am I bonkers? They're all good. All right, so same thing, through. Back the other way, and down through that hole. Yeah, I like these. I like yellowy kind of paper. Tug it in without ripping it. So, moving along. I put autofocus on, but it always messes everything up. Back through. Check the chat every once in a while. Come on. I'm still hearing a beep. I don't know where it's from. Is it from my camera? Back down through the hole. A little snug. Take a second to hang out and look at the chat for a bit. Fireworks deleted all their messages for whatever reason. I don't know what's going on there. That was weird. Do you ever watch Stropan Bookbinding Channel? That guy is next level, but great videos. I didn't really watch any bookbinding channels until I did my Quest Haven book. So if it's one of the ones that pops up right away on for bookbinding, then for sure I checked it out, because I was doing a bunch of stuff on how to do proper bookbinding. Watching YouTube videos so I could make my own YouTube video on how to bookbind. The beep is from those loud clubs in the 90s. Gary, it's probably true. It's probably true. The 2-minute noodles are ready in the microwave. Wrong answers only. What is the beep that I'm hearing? Neodim asks, late to the party, how many pages do you have per bundle? This was a 50-page pack of, like, parchment style sheets. Fancy. I could probably put more in there, but there are like, each one has 10. There's 5 signatures of 10, because that's all I had. So we've snugged this again. Take a look. Lovely. Back up and through. This better be enough thread, or that would be very funny. And then we're gonna go this again. A little too loose here. I don't want to pull it too tight. I don't want to rip through the pages. I just want it to be fairly snug, right? And give it a look, a nice blurry look. That's pretty good. That one's could use a little more, I guess. There we go. Blurry, but snug. How did Dark Horse come to mind / inspiration for creating the channel? How long did it take you to... Well, I gotta answer questions here. When does the Quest Haven game... Okay. I'm not sure when Quest Haven comes out. They are working on it currently. I'm not part of the development process past being Mr. Fancy YouTube guy. And my buddy was working on it, so I helped out. How did Dark Horse Workshop come to mind / inspiration for creating the channel? I did a bunch of leather work, did props and costumes for the film industry. I did medieval reenactment stuff, still do. And my studio mate, I worked on Warcraft with my friend Levi, who is one of the head armorers, and we did a bunch of leather armor for Warcraft. Did something just flicker? Anyways, I feel like something flickered. So we got a studio together, and he had done some drawbridge props. He's got a YouTube channel, drawbridge props, that he hasn't released on in a while, but he had been doing YouTube, and I thought I should do a shield making video on how to do my shields, which is how in the Society for Creative Anachronism, my knight was Ulfgar, and Ulfgar did his shields like that, so I do my shields like that, and I thought I should do a video. And then I just started doing more videos, but it wasn't really until I made my drawstring pouch that I realized I could do YouTube for a living, because up until that point, I wasn't making any money on YouTube. I was just making some random useful videos while doing my real job in film or building armor for sale, stuff like that. And then, my foot. When I did a pattern for sale and it took off, then I realized this is something I could probably do full time, and now I kind of do. Not kind of, I do this full time. Hey Paul, glad to have you here. How long did it take you to learn how to do bookbinding to a point where you felt you were good enough to get paid for it? My bookbinding for this specific kind of book is really simple, and there's not a lot of skills involved in this book. Like, if you want to start leathercraft, you can get paid for making a book. Like, I don't know how much you want to get paid. Like, that's up to you, and how much your book's worth, and like how good if you're doing leather carving, how good leather carving is. But making the book itself, very simple. Very simple. This is probably even way more complicated. If you're not doing any leather carving, you can get some leather that's already dyed straight through. You don't need to dye it. You don't need to line it. You just need to punch your holes, get your folds, find some way of closing the front. I have no closure on this, but you could like slot leather through the front on a slot. That's all basic leathercraft stuff. So if right away, as soon as I decided to make a book, I was good to sell books. And that was ages ago when I made my first book, a long time ago. Hey, Omar. All right, so we're back to this thing. I got sidetracked. So, is this focusing? Is it on autofocus? I feel like it is. Oh well, whatever. Because this is straight here, you kind of want to balance. You want it straight here. So we're going to go back through this one and then come out here again and cross. And we're going to cross over. Boom. That's the plan. Yeah, my autofocus is on. Hopefully that doesn't drive people crazy. So this is where it can get a little finicky. Open up the pages and try. I'm not showing you this, but it is pretty obvious what I'm doing, right? Just going through. Boom. Boom. Give it a little snuggo. Back down through. Hopefully you're lined up. Now we're going into here. We're looking for this bottom one. That should show. Boom. Right? You kind of just got to feel your way around because it can be a little finicky. Got it. Little snug. Boom. Oh my God, my hands. What are your preferred pronouns? He, him, or they? They works, but it's he, him generally. Boom, right? Fancy, fancy. Once again, we've got to go to the third signature over. 3. And we have to awkwardly feel around. There we go. Got it. A little finicky. Not too bad, though. Little snug. Little snug again. Make sure this isn't too loose. You can tighten it later, it's just better to tighten it along the way. Now we are going here. Once again, feeling around for the right spot because we're blind because our stitches are already in. Poke, poke, poke. Jeez, being more complicated than I want to. Come on. Come on. Where are you? This is a tough one. Wow. Don't want to go too crazy. That should be right here. I'm super confused. There we go. Got it. Champions. We are the champions. A little snug and then boom, back through. Where do you get the paper from for the books? Best paper you recommend? I have not made, I haven't made a ton of books. I've probably made 20 books in my life. This is the paper that I currently grab at, I think I got this at DeSaris Art Supply. So if you want to get the exact, you can find it online, I'm sure. It just looks good. It looks like papyrus-y, but you can always just take regular paper, which is what I did in my I hate to call it real bookbinding, but like my complicated more professional bookbinding video, I took actual paper sheets and made them look old with tea staining and wetting them and drying them. So I have never done any vellum stuff, no. Sounds like fun though. Where are we at here? Right at the end here, we are crossing over. Shouldn't be too hard to get this one, I hope. Got it. Oh, is this where it's been a while. Is this where I pop out and stitch? It is. Okay, so, do I back this up? Yeah, back it up, back it up. All right, so this, well, this is not a bad view. Let's do this view. This last one, I'm going to go in, but I'm not going to go through the pages. I'm going to skirt the edge of them, and so I can tie it. So that's what we've done. Now we've come out the back side. Everything has stitches. We're going to snug this down a little bit. Hopefully not rip anything to shreds. And then I think for now I'm just going to do a little bow and not clip everything yet until I've 100% on all these pages. Because I could probably tighten these. But yeah. So I keep changing everything. There. You know, pretty straightforward. Easy. Easy. Now we just got to do the next row. And the next row is going to be already, it's got a support from that row. So we don't have to, well, we'll still have to fiddle with the pages a bit, but because they're already tied, the holes are already lined up, we can get it a little easier without going insane. If the holes are not lining up, I use a beading needle to pathfind, keeping the beading needle in place. I find my threaded needle can slide beside it. I don't even know what a beading needle is, but I will take a look at that. That's a good tip. Thanks, Sharon. Let's see if I can get too much thread again. I'm gonna go with that. Just a reminder, if you're enjoying the stream, you want to become a member, super cheap, you get some cool emojis. If anybody's around to flash emojis, flash your emojis. And yeah, I think today's goal, I was gonna, you know, I keep trying to match the goal from the week before, but 4 was a lot of members. Like last week we got 4, so like 2 would be good. Two membership goal would be awesome. And that it's always appreciated. I don't know what to say. You get my never-ending thanks. All right, so we're doing the same thing. We're starting from the back. We're starting from outside of it so we can stitch, so we can tie it off at the end. Nice, there we go. Flash your emojis. Thank you, thank you. So, you know what's going on now. You've seen what's happening. Should I show it again anyways? I don't know. Bomb through this. Like, this will be easier like this. Will it? Will it be easier? I don't know. Maybe it'll be easier this way. Oh. There we go. A little finicky. Did I just screw that up right away? I did. I did. I lost my mind here. I've lost my mind. I was fine. Everything's good. Other than losing the thread. Come here, buddy. There. I thought I had stitched it wrong. That is incorrect. Oh, that's a lot of pages. That's a cool shot. I guess I'll keep gout. I'll keep showing how it's going on because people keep popping in and out of the stream. Back up through those middle. And back down. In theory, back down. Where is it? I feel like there's a sneakier way of doing this that I've done before that I can't remember. But that's okay. I'm getting there. Working my way through it. No worries, no worries. This is super loose over here. I'm gonna snug that. Snug this backside. A little better. Getting there, getting there. My hands have gone crazy in the last couple of years. I don't know if it's eczema or what's going on, but I moisturize and I sleep with gloves on and they're just falling apart on me. But maybe it's just bad hydration. The same reason I might have some goutness. So, goutness. So, I don't think it's from overuse. I think it's like age and dehydration and maybe poor diet. But they'll split like crazy. I'm trying to get them locked down, but it's tough. They're not feeling too bad today, despite their absolute decimation that they look like, which is always fun. Well, that one was easy. All right, we've gotten down to the end. Little snug. This is going through here and around here, so I'm going to pull this a bit. tighten that a little bit. Didn't really work how I wanted it to. I'll go the other way. Why is it so loose? That was really loose. Crazy. All right. Back through the top hole. All right. There's some Cornhuskers lotions that are pretty decent. They might help. I'm willing to try anything. I've got some pretty serious lotions, but I'm willing to try anything. They just got worse and worse and worse. In fact, I'm going to pound this water right now. Stay hydrated, my friends. All right. Wish I could figure out my focusing a little better, but it's okay. Back. And on the last one, we skip the pages. In theory. Boom. Skipping the pages. A little snug. I'm going to do the same thing just because I don't want to commit to this yet. Just want to get them stitched in and then I'll tighten them up if I need to. Come on, learn to tie a knot. If it's an environmental contact issue, then a barrier cream will help. My skin splits from contact with solvents, kerosene, etc., which soaps aggravate like crazy. Yeah, I don't know what to put on it. Like, that will not get all over everything else. That's my concern. Oh, looking pretty fancy. And this gives it a nice fold spot. We got one more row to go. And we know that this is about the right length, so that's good. Going to start there. Yeah, they look so nasty, my hands. It's like, oh, don't pick at them. Like, they just pick at themselves. Like, just touching stuff, they're just falling apart. Oh, well. is. All right. Up and through. Out the back. This row is usually the easiest row for, well, not all, usually, always the easiest row. Because it's right at the top. There's not a lot of other paper in the way. There's already two rows of stitches done. So it's fairly easy to line everything up. Just so you guys know, I don't know if any of you care about watching streams later, but from now on, all my streams, once they're done, are being unlisted. Part of that is because how YouTube treats click-through rates and stuff. So if I just leave a stream up on my channel that not many people are going to care about, because most people don't click on streams. They either watch the stream when it's live or they don't. But they will be unlisted, but they'll be on a playlist in my channel if you care. If you're somebody who's into watching the streams, they will be around. They're just off of my main feed, so my click-through rate doesn't get destroyed. Whoa. Come on. I just talked about how easy this row was. What's going on? What is going on here? What is going on? There we go. Yeah. I don't know if it's like eczema. I don't know. I don't even, like, they don't itch. They're just annoying. They're just falling apart. I'm part snake. So we've gone down and done our row along. Now we're gonna go back the other way, and then it's gonna have to be a whole another project here. Come on. Don't make me a liar. There we go. Is eczema itchy in general? Because I'm sure this isn't eczema. If it's, well, I don't know, it could be. It certainly is. It certainly is everywhere I'm touching stuff. Like my palms. The only spots on my palms are like where I deadlift, where I'm gripping when I'm deadlifting. That's about it. It's all fingertips and stuff though. I'm a liar. Come on, easy your part. What the hell? This one is exceptionally annoying. Jesus. Oh my god. Am I gonna get angry here? What's happening here? Furious. Captain Furious. What's happening? Got it. Jesus. How annoying. We'll mostly have it. There we go. Yeah, like I asked the doctor to oh, that's awesome, Dehuman. That's great. Recently made a book using my method. That's very cool. I asked the doctor to refer to me to a dermatologist. So we'll see. They're like, oh, they're just going to tell you to put lotion on it. I'm like, I just want to talk to somebody who knows what they're talking about. Because it feels like it's not going, like, it's not even that it's continuously bad. It's just the stuff isn't going away. It's like I feel like I should sand it off my hands. Just latched on to me. Don't get it. Don't get it. Anyways. Yay, an easy one. So in theory, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this footage and I'm just going to do a very short video on how to stitch pages in. So that way at least I get a video out of the footage. And I've done it before, but the thing I've learned is that most of the people that watch your videos on YouTube are new. You'd think they wouldn't be. You think it would be all subscribers. It's not. It's 100% not. It's new people finding your videos. So it's just fine to do a video on just how to stitch pages. People will find it and use it and be very happy that they did. So one of my goals from these live streams is to make sure that I somehow get at least one video out of it, which would be good. All right, that's all there. Did I go through the pages like an idiot? I did. Let's see if I can escape without screwing it up. Come on. Come on. Come out. Then he wrecks everything. Good. All right. Once again, we're tying this off after a little snugging. Boink. Then I'm just going to look at it and see if everything's tight. And then that'll be that. Yeah, these feel all fine to me. Like I'll just tie them off and cut them. Don't tie them too tight because you can just slice through all the pages, obviously, right? So go till it's got some resistance. Boom. Number 2. Number 3. And I am not going to put a lighter anywhere near these. Let's take this out a little bit. There. Pretty good. I think so. Oh, my foot, my foot, my foot. Oh, hey, we've been attacked. Oh, Jesus. Stupid. Oh, my wife's in chat. Look at that. Hey there, Cynthia. So the book turned out great. My hands are falling apart. I have a gorget that I need to make for somebody. That's what I'm going to do for the next little bit here. If anybody wants to hang out, I'm going to make a gorget. Well, I'm not going to make a full gorget. What time is it? 3:36. But I'm going to work on a gorget. That is my plan. Thanks. I think it turned out pretty good. Go on my shelf of stuff. I guess I could put it on my website for sale. I guess. As I fuck around with my fingers. Yeah, gorget time. Oh my foot is fun. All right, let's see what we got for gorget patterning stuff. And I'm going to adjust my cam so everybody's not looking at my stomach. This is where I should have switched cameras before doing this, but whatever. Hey, look, it's my camera and my mic. One second, grabbing patterns. Let's see, did that get anywhere near my... Oh, almost, look at that. Almost made it. Don't walk around too much. Thank you, sweetheart. That is the goal, not to work around too much. Yeah, I had actually eaten a lot of seafood recently because I had a spree of Japanese. I think I had Japanese for lunch 4 or 5 days in a row. So maybe that did something on it. I don't know. Gorget. I might already have some bits lying around, but I need this one. Might need those. I might actually have this stuff cut out, which would be nice. Fun. It is going to be 16-inch short, 16.5-inch short. So we're going to do a 17-inch back, 16-inch front. Padding, lining. I would like to set this up a little bit better. One sec. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be camera. Yep, camera and cable. Good stuff. But there, good enough. Good enough for me. Kind of, other than the centering. All good. So, what do we got? We've got 17-inch back lining, 16-inch front lining, got padding. Man, I got so many bits for these. It's ridiculous. Back plate, padding. Padding 18 inch short. Padding short 16. Then we just need a 17 inch back. There it is, 17 inch back. Got all the bits. I just think it's better to have your face on cam a little bit at least. Otherwise it's kind of, I don't know, feels a little boring. Feels a little impersonal if there's no face. Success. Kind of. Get in there, you bastards. Okay. Now I just need to find the leather over here. One moment. Options, options, and more options. Pretty good. How you doing, Worknum? Worknum. Nope. Use that corner. Actually, I don't want to get crap all over everything. I'm going to put a little bit of lotion on. It's driving me crazy. I guess I could also put gloves on. I bought these gloves that are kind of useful. I hate gloves. Lotioning on stream. Never has there been a stream more riveting. Monkeypox. Well, you never know. Nice timing. Now I've got slick hands, but I'm just going to throw these on. Screw it, throwing them on. Let's see if they drive me crazy or not. Doesn't seem very sharp. But also my shoulder's pretty weak. The hell was that? Why is my... my key light flickered. I don't know why. Just at the end of its life cycle. 14 maybe? I don't know. 13 ounce. Where's my blades? Yeah, why is this flickering? What's there? Not sure what's up with that. Look at the spree of member chat. Nice. To become a member, click the join button and partake in the party that is membership. I use like 13, 14 ounce base on maybe 12. If I'm doing layered, I'll do a 12. On any really important bits, so like back of the neck, elbows, knees, that kind of stuff. I'll keep this other blade out for the other knife, wherever it is. Oh yeah, that's way better. So if I'm doing gorgets, they're almost all like 13, 14. Because I don't layer gorgets in the way I do elbows and van braces. And I also am very picky with the spot that I'm using. That'll be good. I think. Get in there, buddy. Like even if it's thick, I want it to be firm as well, because you can get a pretty floppy piece of 14 if it's in a rather stretchy area. These gloves aren't bad. Barely on camera, but that's okay. Whoops. Have to do a little shave on that. These are done. Now I want some spots that aren't terrible for my... Oh, this might be alright. Here's a good chunk. It isn't all destroyed. What the hell is this? Jesus. 15. What? That'll do. That'll do. We need our back piece and our front. Where's our 16-inch short front? Are there any cuts? Yeah, that's fine. This is kind of weird over here. This is good in here. I like that. You know, if I had half a brain, I'd use this time, since I'm on lockdown, and I'm taking no visitors till Tuesday, to get in the workshop and do some work, but apparently I don't. That's how I feel a lot of the time, too. It's okay. It's alright. I'll draw the other one out first as well. I'll put it here. See, there you go. Catching up with Magnus. Live stream. Catching up with Magnus. Doesn't make any sense. Alright, we've got our bits. All these pieces are done. Put them in the done pile. Whoops. Kind of threw it at my laser cutter. Little off center. Yeah, saws. I've done like a lot of bandsaw stuff cutting in leather, but it's just a mess. That'd be a good idea, yeah. Or I could take a literal Bob Ross scene and leather carve it. What? Amazing. I'm like not centered, but then I'm not here. Whatever. This is the important part, right? Sure. Get a big, crazy afro. I sense the possibilities here. We can carve some happy little trees. And if I was like, if I was just producing a video, not a live stream, maybe, well, maybe it would be a live stream. But like later when I produced it, I could like take the aspect ratio down and put like an old TV style filter on it. Oh. Getting carried away. Oops, a little too much round. Little too much, but that's okay. We shall live. All right, we got some bits. Not all the bits, but we got some bits. And it's going to be a black gorget, so I'm not worried about discoloration on the various leather types. Like, if this was a brown gorget, I probably wouldn't use this with it because it's different shade. Just how I do things. What do we got? We got a number 4? Yeah. Whoa. Bad angle. Number 5 on the back just because it's kind of mushy, so it'll catch it easier and take it off. A little weird there, but doesn't really matter. It's going to be burnished up. That'll be fine. What kind of white table is it that you are working on? Greetings from Germany. Martin, hello. This is a cutting board material. It is, I think it's 3/8. I think it's 3/8 cutting board. Yeah, it's a 4x8 sheet of 3/8 inch white cutting board material. So, now you know. And knowing's half the battle. Go back to the 4. I should just do all the fronts with the 4 and then swap back, but whatever. I'm not gonna do that. I'll just finish one at a time. Boom. It looks weird to me. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? No, I'm crazy. I also need to, like, I'm centered over here and doing stuff over here when I need to be over here and not worry about my face. There we go. Was waiting for a Gojo or Yojo or G.I. Joe or something Joe. Yeah, Gary, I'm not sure about the LONSDALEs. Like, I really like them, but then some of the other ones are terrible. Like, these big ones are great. They're very nice, but the smaller ones, like, I thought they were good at first, and I don't know. So I'm actively looking to pick up some new, really nice bevelers that are made in the United States or Canada. Or Germany. You know, somewhere that makes really good tools. So, it is, in theory, a gorget, McEwen Handcraft. In theory, it is a gorget. Yeah, I was super happy with the Odin bevelers at first. Now I'm getting less happy with them. But these larger ones are still nice. But yeah, you never know. So if anybody has some suggestions for really good bevelers that aren't from China, I'd love to know. Ron's Tools. I do have a box full of Gorget parts, but I'm doing a stream, so I'm doing it on stream, cutting stuff out. I want this a little more rounded. I would encourage one person to become a member today. That's my spiel. I'm going to keep spieling it. You get to, if you get anything out of this frickin' live stream, you guys could band together and somebody can volunteer as tribute. Short straw. Good. Alright, where's my phone? I'm gonna look up Ron's Tools right now. With my gloves on. At least these work with my phone. I don't know if that was something that they had planned on, but Ron's. Come on, gloves. I just said you worked with the phone. Ron's Tools. Oh, those are fancy looking. I think Ron might be getting an email from me pretty soon. Mr. Ron, I would love to do a video about your bevelers, but I have none. With steampunk in his, a different YouTuber leather guy with the word steampunk in his name reviewed an expensive set, said they were amazing. Of Ron's, or Gary, do you mean of Ron's Tools bevelers, or just an expensive set in general that he said was amazing? Palo Santo. So now I've got another thing to look up. Looking stuff up on the air. Palo. Oh. Palo Santo. More. Okay. I'm pretty excited. I'm excited about new tools. Alright, well, we beveled these. Look at that. We're on a roll. George Barnsley and Sons Limited from Sheffield. Geez, I've so many good options. Okay, cool. I'll get to look at all these different bevelers. It's going to be shopping time. I'm very excited. Very excited. Alright, I've cut out those bits. What other bits do I need to cut out right away? Gorget flap. Where's my flap? What is my flap leather? Oh, my freaking foot. Turn, buddy, turn. There we go. Lovely camera view of the camera. It's nice. So we got George Barnsley, we've got Palo Santo, and we've got Buddy's Tools. Ron's Tools. Ron's Tools. Cool. All right. This isn't usually the stuff I use, so I'm trying to find some other stuff. I need to take my gloves off though to do that because I just reach into my bin and I know what it feels like. I'm not seeing any of that stuff that I regularly use, so I'm going to use this. Really? Big fucking scratch. What side does that go on? Yeah. Can't use that. Giant scratch on it. This kind of works. Kinda. Hands of Doom. The real question is, anybody as excited for Thor Love and Thunder as me? Highly unlikely. I've seen Thor Ragnarok more than anybody I know. Because when I made my Thor Ragnarok armor, all I did while I made that armor, for the whole time I made that armor, was play Thor Ragnarok on repeat. For the whole, like, forever. For however many hours it took me. I should still finish that armor, is what I should do. Someday. Anyways, off on a tangent. Do I even have any lining that I can cut? I'm running out of bits here. I don't want to buy more stuff. I just got so much scrap. this work? Yes, it will. Nice. No. I lift lightly. I do lift. My hands have some deadlift calluses. So that's another reason my hand, like, I'm a leather worker, I lift, and I fight. I do rattan fighting. So it's just a never-ending doom. But like, my hands were fine for years and now they're not. So I don't know. Where's my marker? Lining over here. Will I be able to see this? Probably. I ran out of silver. No more silver. Whoops. Yeah, I can see that. Do you wear gloves when you're fighting HEMA? You must. I don't wear any gloves when I fight. Maybe I should start wearing gloves. I hate wearing gloves in general. Ozor said, I just watched Ragnarok again yesterday, and it's going to be really hard to not watch every single showing of Love and Thunder all weekend on release. Yeah, I hear you. I'm going to the IMAX showing. Yeah, are they armored gloves, or are they just gloves for underneath, like mitten gauntlets or something, Gary? Or are they like are they the plastic clamshells that I've seen around? Plastic and leather clamshells? Yeah, I've got a pair of gauntlets, like for SCA stuff, it's just basket hilt, so I'm just on raw wood, but I'm fight left-handed. My left hand is definitely my worst hand. Maybe that's a thing. So I should wear gloves or change stuff up a bit. But for like great weapon stuff, I've got really expensive spring steel mitten gauntlets. I should fight more great weapon. Maybe that'll help my hands. I don't know. At least it'll balance things out. All right, we got some lining. That's the back lining. When we cut our foam, it'll be somewhat smaller than this, and then this will fold around the foam. I'm showing you this now because we're not doing it right now. And then that piece will glue onto this. And stitch onto this, actually. Stitch onto this. For square meter, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do the math on square meter, but for square foot, it's like anywhere from $10 to $20. So that isn't that comparable? Isn't a meter like 3 feet ish? I'm not going to be able to get most of this done anyways today, but I'm just tinkering around. We'll probably just go to 4:30, honestly. I still want to just keep going, but there's something to be said about this is what you're streaming today. You stitch the pages, and now I'm just doing some bonus stuff. It's like of me cutting stuff out. Woo-hoo. All right, I'm gonna look for some more lining, which means I have to move my foot. Oh yeah, foot, let's go, buddy. Come on. All right. Did I just find it right away? Maybe. Might not be a big enough piece. I'm running low on lining bits. Come on, show me the money. Oh my god, look at that. That was made to be that lining piece. Oh, that's, yeah. I guess that's comparable. Like, that's $65. I don't know how that compares to Canadian. All right. Back to this little bit. I make my gorgets with two different styles. There's either a short front. That's why some of them said short. This is a short front. Or a longer front. My original was a longer front, but a lot of people like the short little ones. And it's gonna need to be flattened out. All right. Did I just break that? Jesus. Don't hurt my hand. I wonder if it would be better to wear gloves fighting, because it's still leather. But it's probably better than wood. Probably better than wood. Do I like? I wonder what my if I was to switch things around. I wonder what my setup would be. I think it would just be to pop my camera up and zoom in a bit. You know, I think I can even do that. Squeak, squeak. Magic. Boop, 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 boop. Whoa, did I just take a picture? That's hilarious. I took a picture. How did I even do that? All right, zoom. Now it's flickering. Anyways, whatever. My supplier, I feel like I either get it from Lonsdale Leather or I get it from Tandy Leather. When I was doing advertising for Lonsdale, pretty easy to get it from Lonsdale, but I stopped doing that. I kind of want to advertise a leather supplier again though, but Lonsdale didn't want me to advertise my Amazon stuff, and my Amazon stuff is useful for people, so I got a big thing of tools and supplies that people can go through, and people like to buy from Amazon. It's easy. There, another bit. Another bit. Where's my frame on my camera? Is it in frame? Probably is, isn't it? I can't really tell. I think it is. Hey, Merkware's glad you enjoyed the videos. Man, look at all the member chat. Crazy. That's awesome. Stream's coming to a close soon. You buy entire Hydra select thick. It's all over the map for me because I do have a lot of stuff. I'm crouching down. You can still see me. Yeah, so it totally made sense for what they wanted me to do. Like, they wanted me to talk about their supplies and their tools and their hardware and not mention mine. It makes perfect sense. That makes sense to me. But I'd rather just be like, I get this leather from Lonsdale. Boom, leather. So I'm looking for somebody to push their leather is what I'm looking for this channel, because I will never link leather on an Amazon thing. Even if they had leather, I would never link it. I don't want people, unless I see the leather in my hands, I don't want to do anything like that. Though it'd be nice if there was some more affiliate stuff with different leather craft, like Weaver and Tandy should really have even Lonsdale should have an affiliate marketing system in place. Then I don't even have to use Amazon. I can just affiliate them. It'd be perfect. but that's a whole different thing. Glad you enjoy the channel, George. Appreciate you saying hello. What are you using for the lining? The lining is garment weight. I think it's like probably 2 ounce black garment. Ugh, on my foot. Yeah, 2.5 ounce. Just some garment hide. This is one of the only things I buy in full hides. Usually, I usually get like a full 50 square foot hide of garment if I'm buying garment, because it's what I use for lining all the time. I'm upstairs watching while cooking dinner while my husband Chris is downstairs watching the live. That's hilarious, Leticia. That's nice. I'm just saying they're hit and miss, Gary. Like I have no doubt that there's lots of stuff on there that is great stuff, but I would be worried about pushing like, go buy this side of leather that I've never seen in my entire life. Yeah, it's probably a Tandy garment hide, most likely, because that's usually where I get them from. Lonsdale's was a little too pricey for me on their garments hide. Like I could usually find one at Tandy for $250 or so, like a gigantic one. Well, this stream is coming to a close. I could cut more stuff out, but whatever, not that big a deal. I came in on a Friday when it is a holiday. If you're late to the stream, finish this book, which is pretty cool. We got no new members this time, but I'm not that worried about it because we had lots of members last time, which is really awesome. I'm going to keep streaming no matter what. And this time, like I was saying before, and in the future, if you feel like you might have missed a stream and you don't see the stream listed on my YouTube, scroll down the playlists. It'll be under my live streams because they're not going to be listed, because a listed live stream, for the most part, usually hurts the channel because people don't want to rewatch the live stream, so they get notified or they see the thumbnail and they don't click on it, and then my viewership starts to go down. It's pretty impressive how far my viewership for my new subscribers plummeted with releasing live streams. But I'm not going to stop releasing live streams because I like doing live streams, but they're going to be unlisted. Yeah, I would, as long as it's a reputable company, I would be okay with ordering online. But from Amazon, that's rough. So if somebody from Weaver or Tandy or Lonsdale or any other leathercraft supply or hide supply place sees this video, I would like to do some affiliate marketing with you, set up some affiliate stuff, and I can do it with you instead of Amazon. Because my problem with Lonsdale was there was no growth for me with that kind of like side hustle income, because Lonsdale was, we're paying you this much for this video, and it was very structured, whereas Amazon, I could grow it. So my Amazon over time has plummeted because I'm not advertising it. Go put your foot up, brother. Spend some time with your queen. That's a great plan. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. And I will see you next Friday for sure. Is something flickering? I think I've lost my mind. Yeah, I'll see you guys next Friday for sure. And I hope to release a video. Maybe you'll have already seen one of them that I'm going to release, a little stitching guide, because I've actually gotten asked about the stitching because I flew through it on the video of this book. Little stitching guide, but I also want to do an armor video really soon here. Some more leather carving videos. It's going to be good. No, it is flickering? Okay. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. Goodbye. I'm going to end with my intro because I love it so much.